But even before that, let us see what kind of expectations anyone has from here. What can I know? What are the expectations? I'm going to pick people, so only those people can respond. It's just that we don't want an audio clutter here. That's the reason I'm doing this. So, what do you expect from a meeting like this? What do you expect from a training session like this? So, who would want to go? Karthik?
Yes, tell me, sir.
Yes. So, what do you expect from a meeting like this? What do you expect from this training session for yourself
This training
and for your
session
friends?
is here. This training session is here to help all the peoples to know each and every people what they are doing and what we need to do,
All right.
especially so that we once the trainers will help us to know what all the things that we don't know. They will train us in all these training session.
All right. Thank you, Karthik. And
Thank you.
Kritika, can I have your response to this? What do you expect from a training like this for you on your team?
I guess it's me.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kiranji, for that. Cooperation and
Yeah,
support.
good. You could come over. All right. Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Over to
yes.
you.
Thank you for that. Of
Members-
course, that is one of the major topic today, which our Excel Venkatji will be covering. What is it that we should be expecting from this whole BBB program? So it's time, and without delay, let us go ahead. Ramkiji, are you available here?
So before that, I would like to share with every member. Now this program is being streamed in YouTube, and link will be shared by Ramya.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yes. Ramyaji, is Ramkiji available here?
Arvind, I think we are ready to start.
Wonderful. Yes. Namaste, Ramkiji. I just introduced you on the other platform. Meanwhile, Dhoni of L&D team was playing on the other playground, I think. Wonderful. Thank you, Ramkiji, for organizing this wonderfully. Thank you for helping us grow as an individual and as the member of BBB. I introduced you on the other platform. Once again, Ramkiji has been the Dhoni of our learning and development team. He has been guiding us further and forward for the growth and development. And this Marga has been organized under the guidance of Ramkiji for the betterment of all of us. And I welcome Ramkiji to introduce our chief guest today, our own trustee, Shri Subraya ji. Over to you, Ramkiji.
Okay, with so many G's, I'm feeling very cool right now. Thank you so much. I think it's necessary for us to communicate to our members in the various WhatsApp groups that this particular Zoom meeting is for an exclusive audience of 100 members only. And it is beyond 100 members. It goes into the streaming mode, and they will be going on to the YouTube and they can view it from there. I hope those who are participating in this particular meeting and they need to speak or have come on to this link. Hopefully, as we go on, we will find out. Friends, namaste to all of you, to the fast-growing team, from the fast-growing team of Learning and Development, L&D. Warm greetings to you, to the members of the most happening networking group, the Forum of Business by Brahmins. We are here to celebrate another landmark event, as we have been doing with several other notable milestones in the past few years. When we are actually a part of the celebration, we do not realize the significance. My thoughts always goes back to where we were 2.5 years ago. We didn't know what BBB was, what the social economic network is going to do for us, how it's going to play out. We had launched in Chennai. BBB was overall was about 8-9 chapters, 300-400 members, about 10-15 crores in revenue. Now we are inching towards the 1,500 mark in membership limits and towards 300 crores of business that we have shared with each other. Scratched all the regions, Mysore Bank, and expanding our footprint to more. I just want to take a moment to salute our founding trustee, Sri Anant Nagaraj, the trustees, Dr. Subraya, Dr. Shyam Sundar, for providing us this opportunity to come together and to integrate our community and grow our business. Without them, we would not be here shaking hands, sharing golden moments and changing our lives as we have never done before. While all this is magical, how can the vision and purpose provided by them be translated to reality? When we started realizing that members need to be integrated as a network, that they need to talk the same language, do certain activities as members, which would leverage this network for all of them to forge together a bond that already existed to us as a community. More importantly, to create roles for leaders and coordinators of each chapter and for the organization. At this juncture, I want to salute Dr. Shyam Sundar Madhukar for putting the path for now, what is the learning and development L&D? Needless to say, the contributions from members from the most experienced chapters, especially Chanakya and Basavangudi, meant a lot in this effort. The learning and development team's vision is thus to integrate our members to create a tightly bonded team within our own community that goes beyond meeting each other during flagship events such as Bidyut or BCL and really sharing the learnings, tips and techniques that have worked for so many here at BBB. While we have derived advantages from BBB, how can we now take it up to one more level? We have started this with the guidance of the previous executive committee, with motivation given by its chairman, A.R. and Murthy, conducting in-person programs for our leaders through the MC workshops. This continues into this year with our current chairman of the executive committee and its dynamic members who have approved the plans and encouraged L&D every step of our way. You're all aware of the in-person quarterly programs which has been delivered by our senior trainers in your chapters. This has been received enthusiastically. And so now we move on to the next step of providing monthly online programs through Zoom. This, along with the quarterly programs, will ensure that all our members will have complete awareness of the networking tools that are essential to be successful at BBB. We are here in BBB, so the idea is to make best use of our time and take advantage of this brilliant network. A couple of days earlier, I was traveling with one of the two-year members who asked me whether BBB worked for me. The question I felt should have actually been, do I do the work to leverage the advantage of BBB? One more question that I wondered also is that, is there any other available network that allows all the members to come together for this kind of an advantage at a 5,000 rupee pricing? So all the more necessary, we make good use of our time here. So with these online programs, we will also be strengthening our L&D trainer pool. Every session will have members who have not been a part of the in-person programs. They will be anchoring these sessions. And all of these sessions are anchored by one region, like this one is being anchored by the Mysore region, led by its training coordinator, Asha, and through senior trainers like Vadiraj. So for September, it is going to be Chennai, and for October, it's going to be Bangalore. These trainers who will be handling these online sessions will go on to do in-person programs starting March 2024. Through these in-person and online programs, we have started creating and recording content that will be stored on cloud and can be accessed by everyone from our BBB website sometime in 2024. Look forward to your support and feedback. This will help us improve ourselves and help reaching us out to members in better ways. Once again, a warm welcome to Marga. Thank you so much. I extend a very warm welcome and thank Dr. Subbaraya ji, who I invite to formally inaugurate the program. Thank you so much.
Yeah, very, very good morning to all of you. This is Subbaraya, one of the trustee members of the Forum of Business by Brahmin. So Shubhodaya, very, very good morning to all of you. First of all, on behalf of Trust, EC, Membership Committee, Learning and Development, all these, I personally apologize for the delay and as well as the various hiccups. So it is my pleasure and at the same time, I'm very happy to inaugurate this particular a brilliant program, well organized, well thought of program leadership and development, and then various activities of that. Formally, on behalf of Trust, EC, and Management Committee of all the chapters, I formally inaugurate this particular program today, the MARG. Once again, wish you all the best as far as this program is concerned. Over to Ramki.
Sir, you can continue, sir. Please do continue.
Okay. Okay. I hope I'll take less time. The reason because we have lost time on this. But anyway, I'll just touch upon a few points. Once again, very, very good morning to all of you. Shubhodaya. I'll start with a simple thing, why we are here. If you're looking at our personal profession, business problems, whatever that is, I'm using the word problems. It is nice to have problems. And today we had a small glitches in Zoom, that is more than 100 members unable to join. Of course, the immediate reaction is, oh, why, what happened, nothing, all these. But on the other side, if you think it differently, I feel that it is a good problem to have it. The reason because we came to know that there's a tremendous response from all the BBB members. So primarily, they really motivated and wants to join this program, and then they don't want to fail, and they wanted to start at the right time. They want to participate. So it very clearly shows that is, the BBB is in the right direction. See, normally what happens, and sometimes in some of the wall posters, say in the conference, etc., they will make small mistake, one word, one spelling, etc. Everyone will come and then point out that particular mistake. The reason because the organizers, the poster organizer, normally he wants to see that is how the customers are concentrating on my poster. Similar to that. So this is the problem. Of course, in a sense, it is nice to have it. That means now we know that is L&D is moving in the right direction. It is in the right path. All the members really enthusiastic to participate that and have the urge to participate. They're very enthusiastic. They're very sportive. But at the same time, why this L&D program is planned, organized. My dear friends, of course, first of all, I must thank the director Ramki, who has spent tremendous time, he and his team, supported by all the members, and very, very carefully planned it, timed it, whether it could be a content, whether it could be timing of the program, whether it could be region-wise, whichever way. And he has come out with an excellent strategy to imbibe this entire training program to each and every individual members. So that is clearly, that clearly shows that is, how BBB is moving in the right direction. Okay, now at the highest level, what is really L&D program helps to an individual member? My dear friends, so I'm from the training and development, the activities. In a sense, I spent a lot of time, almost 90% of my profession I spent in training, skilling, reskilling, upskilling corporate employees as well as college students, and then various other. I'm looking at probably when as an individual, if I wanted to develop myself, whether it could be corporate, it could be in society, it could be personal, whatever that is. I'm looking at 3 or 4 different parameters where probably we may have to concentrate on that. The one, probably it is nothing but our profession, our domain, our business domain. What is our business domain? Could be retail, could be FMCG, could be construction, could be textile, could be finance, LIC, whatever that is. There are different domains. So in this domain, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I wanted to develop myself in terms of skill, in terms of domain knowledge, in terms of marketing strategy, etc., etc. So this is one parameter where it's very, very important for any individuals. So here, how best I can I can acquire the knowledge and then increase my knowledge and at the same time the skill, etc. So this is one parameter that is essential and it's very important. But at the same time, it is not just complete. So when you're driving the business on your own or when you're part of the business of others. The second one, which is really important, is about the quality conscious. Whatever we do and what the kind of business what we do, and of course it has to have systems and processes, and how to build up my systems and processes, how to acquire the knowledge on probably the quality control, probably quality assurance, whichever way you can think of. That is, it could be, in my own profession or business, whatever that is. The second important parameter, which I think probably is quality assurance, or in general, it's quality. So this is a second important parameter, which is really important for any. I feel that is this L&D program in one way or the other way highlights and then over a period of time ensures that is how you can develop yourself in individual program. The third, which is very important, that is, these two are not sufficient, but at the same time, the third one is also important. That is behavioral leadership and various aspects. It could be related to the communication. When it comes to the communication, it is not just a speaking. It is not just etiquette of basic writing emails or participating in a meeting or presentation, probably the documentation, probably dressing yourself, and then what are the etiquettes you have to follow in any of these professional organizations. So this is very important when it comes to the leadership. So that is where I feel that this is another parameter, typically, we call it as HR related activities. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe whatever that is. Sometimes we believe that is we know everything. Please, my sincere request is we know nothing. There is a huge sky is the limit. So we have to develop ourselves in all. Though we know ourselves, but at the same time, there is a gap which we don't be knowing about that. Perfection, 100% perfection, it is really difficult, but I feel that is we have to move towards in that direction. Could be today's problem is one of such that. The last, that is the fourth parameter, the last but not least, which is we call it as a value system. So we need to have the value system. Unless otherwise we follow certain value system, I think our life is not fulfilled. Our life is not complete. Our profession is not complete. What do you mean by value system? I feel that is value system probably we can divide into 3 or 4 sub levels. Probably one is, if personally ask me, I'm having my own personal value system. I'm having my own principles. I'm having my own way of thinking about that. Working with the organization, working with the people. So that is my personal value system. The second is, as part of the value system, I believe it's very important. The value system which we have to follow is, that is where we are. What is the context? So here the context is we are associated with the BBB. We have associated with the L&D program. We are associated with a specific company or a business. We are associated with a society. So that is why, so depending upon the context, depending on where we aligned, where we have really participating ourselves, we have immersed ourselves in an environment, in an ecosystem, and I have to follow the value system of that ecosystem, whether we like it or not. If I'm a part of the corporate, I have to follow that particular value system. So a personal value system and a context-based value system where I'm aligned. And the third one is the value system which we have to follow is, so where we are. So we are here in this particular country. We are in this particular nation. We have to follow our value system aligned to our India. So that means our country. That means if you say that is a national anthem, I have to bow my head. Yes, that is a value system. I must. So that is why I believe. So these are the 3 sub value systems we must. With respect to today's context, I believe that is, yes, there could be a lot of challenges when organizing this, but my personal value system says that is, if at all any challenges comes in, okay, I'll personally interact with the organizers and then support them. How do I help them to develop, to go to the next level of in organizing this seamlessly, effortlessly, without any hinges? So that is where I feel that is our personal value system. So probably we have to cultivate ourselves. Friends, this is an excellent program. The kind of response, I believe that is, it's a tremendous. And as one of the trustee members, I believe that is, I'm convinced myself. So what we are doing, how we have created our fundamentals, how we have created our foundation, it is intact and it is in the right direction. And you have all, by participating this, you are coaching me, that is, we are in the right directions. It is totally, it is verified, and then we are in the right directions. Once again, thank you very much for organizing this. Thank you, Ramki. Thank you, L&D team, the EC, the Prabhakar Rao chairman, and then Kiran secretary, all of you and the team, and MC team. All of you, thank you very much. It's a tremendous effort you have put in. Excellent program. You are organizing it. Once again, all the best. Thank you very much for inviting me. Over to Ramki and the moderator. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Subraya sir. Thank you for that wonderful information. Now that we are ready to officially launch, the digital marketing team has supported with an inaugurating video, the launch video, which I'll be sharing with you all in next few seconds. Let us celebrate this launch of L&D Marga. Thank you all. Thank you, Subraya ji, once again for leading us and helping us inaugurate this whole learning and development program. Now, let us go to the main event. There was a plan of, celebration, and we celebrated. Now it's time to learn and grow. And in that aspect, the very first speaker that I would like to invite is our own, the very famous Excel Venkat ji. He is very well known as Excel Venkat. His official name is Venkatraman Subramanian, a wonderful trainer. He is popularly known for his excellence in Excel. He is training more than 2,000 people. He has trained more than 2,000. He is still training many people to use Excel professionally and effectively for more than 30 years now. His clients are from the well-known companies like L&T, Qatar Aluminium, Coromandel Limited, etc. He is also an excellent YouTuber. He has very great short videos on YouTube about Excel usage. He is a prestigious member of many different teaching and leading forums. He is a very good teacher, a very good communicator, a very good leader too. And of course, a very good speaker and trainer. So it is time to invite our own Excel Venkat ji to help us learn and grow. I will be sharing your slides soon, Venkat ji.
Thank you, Arvind sir. Good morning, Bandhus. So let me start with a small story. Way back in 96, June 20th, okay, my father was returning from a temple, and he was driving. He's coming in the car, and his car got punctured. Not only single wheel, 3 wheels got punctured. And I was coming outside my institute after completing my session. My father he asked, what are you doing here? I told him, no, this is where I take class. So he said, can you get me some water? I said, yes, I can do that. So when I did that, so he came inside and he was talking, and suddenly he asked that person who was given a water. So I'm looking for a bride for my son. Would you be interested to give your daughter? Okay. Then I realized this accident has created a beautiful life for me. That is how today's BBB Marga started. I really enjoy that this started with a super glitch, and it's going to be a super exciting sessions for everyone in this. So happy learning. My best wishes to each and every one. And let's start with the session. So let me go through, Arvind sir, I will run my PPT. I will run my PPT. Okay, so that's easy for me. Okay, so what comes to your mind when you see this blank screen? Can you type in your chat box? What comes to your mind? Just a minute, again, the same 96 year, what has happened in the 96 before my marriage has happened. Now it's okay. What comes to your mind when you see this blank screen? Let's use this chat box effectively and do it. Darkness, vastness. Yeah, please, some more I'm blank mind. Absolutely, yes. So people have different views about different things. This is how you always think when you join a forum and when you do it. Let me share another interesting story. I'd been to Qatar some few weeks before, after 15 years. Okay. The moment I decided to go, I don't know what can I expect from there? Because when I went to Qatar 15 years back, there was a visa stamping procedure, there was a medical test, and I've sent my passport to Delhi for stamping, my certificates, everything. This time they said it's a visa on arrival. You don't need to do anything. Okay. I don't know what they will ask. Should I need to carry my Aadhaar? I don't know. Because whether Aadhaar is only recognized within India, should I need to carry my passport? Of course, it is with me. Should I need to carry anything else? I was completely clueless and do that. So as soon as I entered there, the process was very simple. I came out in 20 minutes time outside after crossing this immigration, right? This is how it happens whenever you join forum. See, you will always be in dark. You will be always a blank. You don't know what you can expect from a forum. I'm going to tell you simple 5 expectations from the forum where you can get your membership into the next level and everything. Excellent. So let me open up the slide for you. So here it goes, the slide. Welcome to BBB, the forum which you have decided to join is one of the best, beautiful and fabulous forum. So what you can expect from this dynamic business forum? The first is everyone joins a forum for looking for a business opportunity. They always confused what kind of opportunities I get. How do I ask for the opportunity to grow my business to the next level? Remember, these forums can help you to precisely help this business forum help you to grow your business to the next level. So we always search for, we'll at a different levels, we'll search, should I get a business from this person, that person, and all these things. Okay. I'm going to tell you the simple what this Business by Brahmins forum can offer and how you can leverage it to grow your business to the next level. Are you all ready to learn those steps? If you are ready, please type R in the chat box so that I know that you are ready. Please go ahead. Excellent, excellent. Oh, so many readies. Oh, fabulous. It's amazing response. Thank you so much. Okay, so even I'm also ready to share it. Let's go with this session. Now, first is, I will hide this thing. Okay, first is the networking. Okay, first and foremost is people when they come. See, I still know one of the person joined a forum in our forum, and after first week, he said, I'm not going to continue this forum. I asked him why. He said, no, I'm not getting business. I said, how many months you are old? How many years old? He said, no, it's not years. I've asked him, how many months old? He said, no, it's not month. I asked, how many weeks you old? No, it's not weeks. It's only a week, which I joined last week. I didn't get business. I'm going to quit. I told him, see, if you have to get business, you have to create a strong networking. That is very important, which BBB offers, right? Participate in lot of events which is conducted by BBB so that you can get an opportunity of doing networking. Do it. The classic example is I participated in a Vidyut which is conducted in Chennai and Mitra Sangamam in Coimbatore. I got business of humongous business opportunities by way of doing networking with so many people. Always ensure that you start networking with people there. Don't expect business is the first step. Do what networking, understand, explain and understand others' business, because networking is key. Network is your network. Please understand. Okay. The second part. Okay, what do you get? So by doing a networking, you get a business opportunity. As I told you, the moment after this, my Mitra Sangamam networking and the Vidyut networking, I started getting a lot of referrals from so many directions. I was little, I don't know how to handle it. So I've formulated a system in such a way to, by doing a proper networking, I mean networking, it is not exchange of business cards. Please understand, it is not exchange of business cards. It is all about understanding what this person is capable of and how can I connect with this contact sphere and how can I connect him with my contact sphere. That is very important. That is called networking. Many people often understood that, okay, exchanging the business card is a networking. No, it is not. Okay, you might use NFC, you might use tap card, you might use digital card. No, that is not networking. Networking is properly understanding the people. At least you should have shared one relationship opportunity so that they can grow their business, they can connect the business to the next level. So this networking will generate more business opportunity to convert into business transactions. Remember, when you get an opportunity, it may not be an immediate business opportunity, business conversion. It could be a relationship connect, which can be converted into a business maybe after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, sometimes 3 years also. Be patient, understand, build a relationship with that, because any business will happen based on the relationship only. That is why you have to build a relationship during the network session. Are you all clear with this? If you are clear, type C in the chat box so that I will proceed with the next slide. Excellent. Fabulous. Oh, amazing. Oh, next. What else? What else? What comes to your mind when you see these 3 images? Can someone type in a single word, or what comes to your mind when you see these images? Let's use this chat. What comes to your mind? Strategy. Okay. Idea. Okay. Only 2 people. Please. Imagination. Okay. Ideating. Excellent. Excellent. Fabulous. So now let's understand what this comes to us. Okay. It helps you to do a skill development and knowledge sharing. I still remember. So I help people in my few of my chapter members to ensure that they learn Excel, because I'm a professional certified Excel trainer. I help them to do it. It's not only that, I have learned from an auditor on how to do my returns properly done and all these things. In fact, one of the person who helps me to motivate and do that, and also knowledge sharing. You might have a financial planner in your team, or you might have some XYZ, probably a physical fitness trainer or a yoga therapist. Okay, that person can conduct a session. They share the knowledge, how to be patient, how to be active all the times and all these things. These are all byproducts. Huh? It's not a direct business, but this can help you to grow your business to the next level, because these days you have to update yourself on a daily basis, or else you will be completely outdated. Okay, even every system you take, anything you take, the recent development is ChatGPT. In the ChatGPT, there are a lot of developments. Even few weeks before I've seen ChatGPT 3.5 version. The latest version is 4 now. Okay, they are launching 4.5. Okay, so you need to continuously learn the technology, embrace the technology, understand what is that in the market, and how do you improvise your system and take your business to the next level. That is also very important, right? So skill development and knowledge sharing, you can expect from BBB. It's not only, you don't need to do everything on your own. If you have a doubt, you have a shoulder to share, and you can ask them, is there anything that you can support me, and do it. So make sure that you understand the people and you can do that. Next, what else? And by doing all this activity, by being part of it, by doing a proper networking and generating the opportunities, getting the opportunities, giving the opportunities, remember, your credibility and trust goes high. Because in any forum, and especially in BBB forum, the BBB members would like to get connected and give business, ensure they get also business only if the credibility and trust is built. Remember, this is the famous saying which I have learned from my network guru some time back, 25 years back. First, they buy you. then only they will buy your product or service. Okay, they will not buy your service or product directly. First, they will buy you. Okay, they will try first. Okay, then only they will go for it. So in that phase, that the credibility, the trust will go right, and they will change the throttle. Okay, this guy is trustworthy. Okay, this guy can be trusted. Okay, and this is so. This forum can help you to build the trust in such a way, gives you while through this networking opportunity, skill development, and all these activities. Right? Having done this, this is also a byproduct of being part of this BBB. Can someone tell me what comes to your mind when you see these two images? Quickly. Success. Okay. No, may I request everyone to go on a mute, please? Let's use the chat. Okay, growth, step by step, excellent progress. There are a lot of things strive to stepping stone for future. Yes, exactly. Okay. See now, this for what you can expect is you can expect a professional and a personal growth from this forum. When I joined BBB some 1.5 years before, okay, so there are certain things which I don't know, but by the presentation of other people, I've started learning, oh, this is how I'll have to do it. I started presenting professionally, and that's why I'm here. I've given in fact, in BBB's first, this historical moment, I'm the first trainer to present the session for you. So that's a proud moment. That's because of, that's a professional growth which I had being part of BBB. It's not only the personal growth. Okay, so many people, I have seen so many people, they are on time. By 7:30, they used to be there up to 10:30. They do networking with everyone. They religiously follow with the opportunities they receive, and they do transaction. That self-discipline is brought in. Okay, it is not only this professional; it's also give you a personal growth. Ensure that you are being a good human being. Now they help you to contribute to people's growth, and they, by way of doing a knowledge session, you can learn from the knowledge session, and you grow from this. So these are the things which you can expect from BBB, right? It's not only that. So I still remember again, during the COVID, okay, the kind of emotional support and motivation was given by the people, because the entrepreneur segment was most and badly affected section, okay? That time, BBB has given an emotional support for every people, ensure that every member in BBB is taken care. They also don't do. So I know there are solopreneurs who has joined the BBB as a solopreneur, then they become a proprietor, then they started a partnership, they run a private limited company. Okay, the BBB team, the BBB management, the committee, everything keeps on motivating you to grow, to bring the best in you, so that you can grow to the next level. So that you can see in form of the mentoring coordinator, the mentor. So when you join a BBB, a mentor is assigned to you. That mentor will guide you what needs to be done, how to take your business to the next level, and all these things. Most importantly, more than a professional support, emotional connect will help you to connect with this thing. As rightly pointed out by Mr. Arvind in the initial Ambani story, if you can see there is only an emotional connect there. It's not a professional connect. So that emotional connect is very important to be with us on this. So I'm sure there are a lot of success stories during this COVID, where how this person has helped that person has helped this person to come out of the challenges and take it forward. So remember, all these are byproducts of whatever you are learning it. So this will be given, and everyone would have been experienced emotional support, and the motivation happens. The motivation is given by every member in the chapter. They say always encourage you to do the best, and they will help you to bring the best in you. Right? So these are the things. You can expect from BBB. Right? Before proceeding to the next section, is there any questions? You can put it in the chat. End of the session, I will answer it. So, what was your key takeaway of this first session? What do you expect from BBB? I'm sure everyone is clear what you can expect from BBB, right? You can please type it in one word in the chat so that everyone knows that what you expect. What was your key learning from this presentation? Network, yes, exactly. Network is your network. Please remember, network is your network. Growth, excellent. Emotional connect, how to network properly, fabulous. So I think I could be able to ensure that penetrate that what you want is trust, wanting to build. all these things. Thank you, Ramki sir, for trusting me and giving me this opportunity. That is most important. Again, you have uttered that word properly. Yeah, building relationship, give and prosper the community. Fabulous. Oh, wow. Everyone is ready to do a networking and connect, grow your network. So let's proceed with the next session. Okay. Having said that, okay, what do you expect from a BBB? Now, as a member, what you should do to take your business to the next level? I still remember, again, I will share with a story. So everyone's, if you can see, from December 31st to January 7th, all the gyms will be full, the beach will be full, all the roads will be full with people of walking, with motivation, with the, they will take, okay, I will walk for 365 days, I walk for 700 days, I will reduce everything. I also did that. On December 31st, I went and paid for gym for 1 year, because they've given an offer. If I pay monthly, I have to pay 1,000 rupees. If I pay for 1 year, I paid 1,000 rupees. Expecting, because I paid money, I will get six-pack, right? But unfortunately, I didn't go, not even for a single day to the gym. But I was expecting, blaming the system that, no, I paid for gym, I have not got my six-pack. Okay, understand. Paying to gym is not very important. Just follow the system, follow the workouts, which is being prescribed by the trainer there and the gym, so that you get the six-pack to what the result you want to get it. Okay. I'm going to show you small things where we can improve yourself and be a successful pro business BBB network, right? How many of you would like to learn? So if you are going to like to learn, please type L in the chat box so that I will teach. I will show you, not teach you. I will. Okay, excellent. Oh, wow. Everyone is ready to learn. Fabulous. No, really, your guys are motivating, and you are pushing me to give you more options. Thank you so much. Let me take it to this step. Okay. So what comes to your mind when you see this image? Just type it in the chat box. What comes to your mind when you see this image? Please learn and earn. Okay. Ravindra sir, you are sending me a private message. Change it to everyone. You send it, sir. Okay. What you sow, you reap. Okay. 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 Sowing the future, small seed becomes gain tree. Wow. Seed to grow. Excellent. Everyone is in a different way. Share me the same thing. Yes, it is. To this session, what I'm going to tell you is how to grow through life by going through life. Okay. I'm going to share six simple steps of turning seeds into plants. This is called a famous SIP process. It is not your systematic investment plan. It is seeds into plant. How do you turn your seeds? Being a new member, how you can become a big tree in BBB? You can start giving to others. You can start earning from that. So that's this process. I'm going to do it by learning these 6 steps, turning seeds into plant process. You will embrace this growth, right? How many of you know what do you mean by growth? If you know, please type in the chat box. How many of you know? Kishore sir, that this is you have to check with the BBB IT team Ramya so that she can do it. Improve. Growth means improve, development. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Anyone else? Can I get a meaning of what do you mean by what is according to you growth? Rise, self-reliant, growth is prosperity. Moving forward, progress, life, successful. Oh wow, so many things which I'm not aware. This is amazing. Going beyond. Okay, I don't know this much of synonyms are there for this. Okay, but with my limited knowledge, I have done it. I'm going to show you what is that. Right? Are you all ready to learn? If yes, then put a emoji thumbs up. No chat. This time, let's use a different strategy. Let's say everyone is attentive here. I will see this video. Prasad, Arvindji, please have a check. How many of the people are raising a thumbs? Thanks, Ratnagara sir, Sri Krishna, and so many people are raising the thumb. Thank you so much. Excellent. So let's go ahead and see what is this, the 6 steps involved. First, everyone is thumbs up. Oh, you're doing it in the chat. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for super response. I'm so overwhelmed and happy. Okay, let's step into understanding the 6 simple steps of turning seeds into plants. The SIP process, simple, don't complicate. It is SIP, seeds into plant. financial planner, they think systematic investment plan. Okay, that is okay. Both are the same. We'll see that. So the first thing, what you should do is grow. The first step of any tree, okay, it is a germination, means seeding. Seeding is very important. As soon as you join as a member, right, try to create a relationship with everyone. Okay, maybe not that week. Probably you can meet those people over a period of time. Maybe it can take few months, few weeks, to make sure that you build a relationship. Right? You put a seed properly, you grow yourself and do a germination process. Ensure that someone says, okay, this person they should know immediately. In fact, I recently experienced, I have attended a recent trainer orientation program. When I went and met one person, they said, oh, you are excellent. No, that's the kind of a germination happened, because the way what I've learned from BBB to germinate myself, I started germinating into it, which helps me to grow to the next level. Always start creating a root, build a relationship. First step for any business, any network, any opportunity is a relationship. Make sure if you want to create a relationship, the seeding activation is very important, which will help you to grow. How many of you understood this word, the letter G? If you have understood, type G in the chat box. Sorry, I will make use of the chat more, please. Okay, excellent. Thank you, G. Thank you, G's, for sharing G's. Okay, so excellent. So let's move on to the next one. Once you've done this germination, what do you expect? So since once I know I started coming, people know at 7:30 when you go, they should talk, and you talk, you share jokes, all these things will happen, which means when people recognize, when they greet you when you come, which means you have done a proper germination. You have activated your seed. That's very important. The first step. The second step, okay? So let's move on to the second step, the reach. So once you created a relationship, what do? You should start explaining people to create a route. How do you create a route? Generally, people will stay. I have seen so many people, there are 90 minutes members. Okay, they come at 8 o'clock, they leave at 9:30. That's all. They come before 5 minutes before meeting, they leave after 5 minutes of meeting. So if you start doing that, okay, you might have created a proper seeding, but the root will not grow. So to have that growth properly, come to meeting early and stay back little learning after the meeting, where this relationship bonding will happen. I'm sure everyone will agree with me. During the meeting, nothing will happen. But after the meeting, the way we chit chat, the way we love, see, in our we used to stay back up to 12 o'clock. Okay, we laugh at people, we make fun out of people, the relationship will happen. Even during that time, the business opportunity grows. Okay, where people will do what you do. Then you will start explaining what you do, because during your brief presentation, you may not have enough time to explain what you do. Okay, during this time, you will start creating, you will make your roots strong. People can understand, oh, this guy is very good. Because the moment you very close to them, they will start understanding what you do and how you do. So always make sure the root is very strong. It's not only the seed, the root is also important. So how many of you understood this one? You can type GR. If you have understood these two, you can type GR in the chat box. Excellent. Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you so much. Wow. Amazing response. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. So what is this? The next one. When you start, when you did a proper seeding, when you do a proper rooting, the next is what? It's only an opportunity starts coming to you. Okay, this is how it happens. Now this explains what is this growth, that is seeding. And next is the rooting. You have done it. Then the opportunity will start come. So how many of you agree that you get business when you meet them before meeting or after meeting, not during the meeting? When you ask for it, they don't connect. But when you meet after the meeting and before meeting, the business opportunities you get more, because during the meeting, it's a structured meeting where even if your detailed business presentation or a brief presentation, people cannot understand during this session, they can do it. That's where you have to put a strong rooting, ensure people can understand, which can lead into a shoot group. Okay. So this is what happened. I know, I mean, a couple of people, the person used to do a monotonous, brief presentation. Though we've told so many times to change it, but he didn't. But he get a lot of business opportunity. We were wondering how this guy is getting a business opportunity in spite of this. Then we realized that person used to stay back at 11:30. He used to chit chat with everyone. He started presenting it and he started getting business. So make use of this time, because when you come there, anyway, you're dedicated half an hour in the Bangalore traffic or a Mysore traffic or a Chennai traffic. I'm excluding Coimbatore and Tirupur because I know there much of a traffic compared with other cities. Okay. The half day is gone. Right. Even if you start at 10 o'clock, you will go to office at 12:30. Even if you start at 12 o'clock, you'll go at 12:30. So we would prefer to start only at 12 o'clock because anyways, no, time can be better utilized and we'll stay back and we'll have all this fun. We'll do all this, we'll pull each other legs and we'll do that. So the moment if you do this, what do you call this, grow the seeding properly, the routing properly, that will result in growth like this. So if you have understood this process clearly, you can type GRO in the chat box. Excellent. Fantastic. Now we are halfway through. Okay. Now let me take you to the next. Now it's time to share your wisdom, your knowledge. I told you in the previous slide, I told you there will be a skill development, there will be a knowledge sharing. No, that's why the education slot plays a very crucial role, where people will share their knowledge, share their wisdom so that others can understand. So remember, not everyone has lifetime to do all the mistakes or all the learnings on our own and do it. Sometimes we learn by others' knowledge and wisdom. So what happens is you start spreading your wisdom. So if you're expert on something, start educating people on how this can be betterly utilized. In fact, I'm an Excel trainer. What I do is I understand the people, I help them, tell them it's not for business or anything, but I start sharing my wisdom. I tell them, you can do this way. This can be better and this can be done. No, people will look as a teacher. They don't see you as even the business owner. They see you as a mentor. They see you as a teacher. Always share the wisdom in such a way that they see you as a mentor, and that will result in business opportunity. Because what happens is, I take sessions for various forums. When I take the session, and when that person calls me for a training to give a training for the corporate employees, okay, there is no negotiation happens. Whatever I quote, I get that. Okay, so always have a proper wisdom, share your wisdom, make sure that you educate your fellow member and on a daily updates, meaning what is the industry updates you are having it. Let's say the financial planner can say, when in our chapter, our chartered accountant and the company secretary used to educate us continuously. What is the new change? When is the ITR to be filed? And what is the company? What is the ROC says? All these things. No, everyone is enlightened with those details. And obviously, when people see that person has a lot of wisdom, they will touch base with them. Would you be going somewhere else when someone shares this? No, you will not, right? So if you have understood this wisdom, type with your wisdom GROW. Excellent. Excellent. We are growing. If you see, we are growing, right? The next one. Next is, now once you start doing it, it is transformed. You will start full blooming. Okay. You will get business opportunities from various chapters, from Coimbatore, from Tirupur, from Chennai, Mysore, Goa, Pune. Now the upcoming chapter today will start blooming and people will get to know, and you will be in the P. Okay, always use these steps to achieve T. Okay, understand there is nothing you can start with T. Okay, you have to start. There is a story. There is a small story called Saptavada Naya. I don't know how many of you know the 7 Vadas justification. Okay, so what happened is you will feel fulfilled after taking the 7th Vada. It doesn't mean that 7th Vada is fulfilled. You know, it starts from the first Vada, second Vada, third, 4, 5, everything has played a role. That is why the 7th Vada made you fulfill. Okay, always understand there is nothing to start with T. You have to start with G only, R, O, W, then T. If you have transformed fully with this, please type G, R, O, W, T. Stop there at the T. Excellent. Now we left with only one letter, right? That is nothing but. Any guesses? What is that expansion for that? The 7th letter. H. What is the expansion? L. Harmony. Happy. Excellent. History. Okay. Thank you. Let me show you what is that. Right. I know everyone is keen because that's why you were able to see more answers here. Okay. Right. Excellent. So I think Usha Shetty has answered it correctly. I put this is you take heights by taking a higher role in the region, or so that you can contribute and you can grow your business to the next level. It's not only your personal growth, it is all about this one. Usha Shastri has rightly mentioned as height. Thank you, Usha. Thank you so much. So make sure by taking this step, one step ahead, okay, by taking some role in the chapter or some role from the MC if it is offered, or some role in the region, you can grow. So now, if you pronounce all the same words, you will get this one: grow, reach, opportunities, wisdom, transformation, which leads to height. This is the acronym for growth, which can help you to grow to the next level. So make sure that you understand and grow to your success. So eventually, when you do all these things, you will embrace the growth, okay, and become a pro BBB networker, so that we be a pro networker traveling across the globe. And very soon, as was shown in the first slide, that it's going to be in very soon it's going to be in a lot of countries also, where we are going to network and we are going to do that. So remember one thing before I conclude my session. Remember, what you accomplish alone is this one. But when you accomplish with a team, okay, you can reach heights and you can get whatever you want by asking and doing it. So thank you so much, and attitude of gratitude to everyone. So please open for questions if you have time, or else over to the moderator.
Any questions, anyone? Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Venkatji. That was really a wonderful session. In Tamil, they say, Varga Valamudan. You made it like Varga Valarga. That's the motto that you have given us. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Venkatji. Thank you for that enlightening session. And now, before we go to the next speaker, any questions once again? Beautiful. If at all you have any questions, indeed, you can communicate to Venkatji. His contact details are available in Beehive. You can indeed go through and you can contact him personally. Thank you, Venkatji, for that session. Now, let us invite our next speaker, none other than our own, the very handsome and very friendly person from Bangalore, our own Kiran Chandrasekharji. He is an excellent and professional integrated marketing strategist and a very good training expert, my dear members. For more than 30 years, he has an experience in launching, leading, and nurturing various business across multiple sectors. A successful business experience as the lead for companies like Quantasoft Technologies, CG Gnan, and Windwalkers. In addition to Windwalkers, currently he manages 3 diverse ventures, which are namely Laughing Elephants, reflecting his expertise in ecotourism. Joy Decoded is another venture, which is an emotional intelligence training firm, and WebArt Interactive, a digital marketing company. So he is capable of managing multiple responsibilities, and with that, he is very good in training all of us too. So it is time to welcome our next speaker, Kiranji. Up to you.
Thank you, Avan. Namaste all.
Namaste.
So let me jump into the screen directly. Hope everyone is able to see my screen. Visible? Fantastic. So communication is a common and a most important aspect for human beings. You know, if you look at as humans, we have multiple languages, multiple vocabularies, multiple way of speaking the same language. And that's what have made us grow or evolve over a period of time. But when it comes to business, there is a certain kind of communication that we all need to know, practice. And especially if your business is even partially dependent on business networking, professional business networking. Your interactions, your communication is the key for your success. This defines how you use resources and make it resourceful. So this is an ad which I usually love to look at every time, the kind of world we live in. This was published by Ernest Shackleton, and when he was doing Antarctic expedition, he called out for people, said, for more hazardous journeys, small wages, bitter cold, long months of complete darkness, constant danger, safe return doubtful. So you may go and you never return back, honor and recognition in case of success. Now, I have a question for you guys. How many of you would have signed up for something like this? Be very honest. Not for fun. Be very honest. Would you have really signed for this? People who wouldn't have signed, type no in the chat. If you are not signing for it, type no. Great. So what happens is, in any business, what's important is being clear with your communication and being honest. Why? Even with such a kind of ad, Ernest had 5,000 applications. 5,000 people stood in front of his door saying that we would like to join you. The whole thing is about, when you are very clear, because at the end of the day, remember one thing, no matter what business you are into, no matter how experienced you are in, every opportunity is generated by a requirement. There is a requirement for every kind of a service, every kind of a product. If you can present it in right kind of audience at a right time, in a right way, that's what matters. So the very first thing of communication is always going to be about being clear and honest about it. And in business networking, communication is the key. Communication is the key. This is something which, we often notice, there is one message from your management committee or your working committee members. And we usually don't even respond to that, to let the management committee know that we have acknowledged it. Yes, no, kind of a thing. This is it starts from the basics of here. Communication starts from here, because when I reciprocate, when I respond in the group, remember, there are another 40, 30 people of a chapter members who are noticing how active you are generally. How active you are. At subconscious level, they are seeing, if I talk to this person, how would he reciprocate? How would he reflect back on me? Now, Coke approximately spends 600 crores only in India every year to communicate about their product. We know it's a stupid product. How many of you think Coke is an awesome product? So they spend 600 crores, irrelevant of the kind of communication they do 600 crore. Fog and sub brands. Again, Fog perfume, another product which I wouldn't really say wow, but again, they spend around 600 crore. The Everest Tikka Lal Masala ad would have seen that Rajasthani grand person, old person who comes with the peta. They spend 40 crores. They spend 40 crores on communicating about their product. On communicating about their product, this amount of money they spend every year. And if they're spending this kind of a money, think about the amount of time they're spending on creating that communication. What is the time? If you're spending 40 crores on communication, what is the amount of time you would put in for communication? Why are they spending so much of time and why are they spending so much of money? Because the only way to start your marketing is communication, right? Now, if you look at any of the general products, we know in BBB we have several business owners who are having solar products. Probably you have people who are into water treatment, heat pumps. There are several products which can be probably very similar to this. That's your product. And television is the resource. If you consider television as a resource, which has audience, when the solar product goes onto television, it provides audience. So it becomes resourceful. As a product individually, it is not resourceful. For you, a business owner, as a product, if it is sitting on your shelf, it is not resourceful. Only when it goes on to the resource, it becomes resourceful when it's able to connect with the audience. Same thing which goes with FMCG products. I couldn't unfortunately find one good pickle bottle online. For digital marketing, there's a good way. People, if you think you are selling pickles, go and put it up on Google. So, pickle bottle on a newspaper who has subscribers becomes resourceful. Otherwise, pickle bottle becomes useless for the business owner. In fact, considering that it has a lifetime, shelf life, it may even lose the value. Unless you don't reach the subscribers, you're still going to not make it in terms of the market. Now, this is your chapter. This is your BBB chapter. You represent your business. Your chapter is your resource. And your participation is what makes you resourceful. Only when you participate, the rest of the chapter opens up for you. They open up their network for you. We are all connected to our own networks. We are connected to 100, 200, 300, 500 people in various aspects of network. Families, friends, Facebook friends, Insta friends, LinkedIn friends. Based on the amount of interaction you have with people, the communication you make with these people, your members, your chapter members, you increase the possibility of getting into their network. You would have seen probably in a seeing a cricket match, how many times do you think a sponsor would run his ad throughout the match? After every over, right? After every over, only then probably the brand recollection happens. So consistency is something that plays a very important role, especially because when it comes to something like business networking, if you're doing your marketing and sales through business networking, consistency is the one which will drive the whole thing. Otherwise, you are seen as a person who's there today and tomorrow you're not there. Your entire credibility is based on your consistency and communication. So what happens with this? Your chapter will become your influencers and your brand ambassadors, and they connect you to your prospective customer. This is where the entire communication comes into place. Yes, I may know a person in my chapter, I may have a friend in my chapter, but is he ready to act as my influencer? Is he ready to work as my brand ambassador? For people who don't know influencers is the one who will advocate, who will say that, you know what, I know this particular person who sells a fantastic solar product. Why don't you buy from him? The moment he sees an opportunity, he will try to push your product. The moment he sees your ad or your post on social media, he will re-promote it. The moment you put up a flyer on your business WhatsApp group, he will take it, put it on a status message. Look at the kind of opportunities every single member can create for you if you have a good relationship with them, if you have good communication, and if you are communicating regularly. So in BBB, I would call it as your airtime. When you come to BBB, right from 7:30 to 10:30, the 3 hours is your airtime. What does it consist of? Open networking, 30 seconds BBP, detailed business presentation, opportunity note and transaction notes, and again, open networking, right? All have experienced this part of it. People are already been into BBB for a long time. For them, they know this is the format because BBB is a fantastic set of format that's already set. Now, what comes next is more important for me. So this is how, as advertiser, I've been into advertising for a long time, marketing for a long time, and this is how, I see it as, when it comes to business networking, how you see it as a part of entire marketing plan. So in generally, in marketing, we have these three components, primarily three components. Of course, we can go into micro component level, but primarily there are three components: public relations, advertising and editorial, and lead generation, or the sales, what we call as. The three primary points. So 7:30 to 8 a.m. when you step in, that is your PR time. What does PR do? Public relations, managing how others see about and feel about you. Again, communication matters a lot there. What you talk to them matters a lot. What you are communicating with them matters a lot. And then when it comes to your meeting, the 8 to 9:30 meeting, we all technically get 2 slots, though we speak about 30 seconds BBP. Even where you stand up and speak about your opportunity note, you get 30 to 45 seconds. So if you leverage it, your airtime is almost 1 minute in front of 40, 50, based on the number of your chapter size. In chapters like CVR, it's 80 minutes. 80 members. What is the impact you can have on these people? In that 1 minute, 30 seconds plus 30 seconds. If you can really leave a good message, if you can communicate well, you are sure that you will have a couple of people coming back and saying that, I would like to know more about a service or a product. And I think, one of my friend wants to buy it. Your communication is capable of doing that. Now, how do you do that? Is there a formula to achieve this level of proficiency? As I mentioned earlier, companies like Coke and Pepsi and Fog, they are spending huge amount of time to prepare their advertisements, prepare their communication. There is a strategy behind it. Now, generally, the practice what we have is this. We believe 30 seconds BBP is like an elevator pitch. And we come and say, you know what, I'm so-and-so business, and this is what I do, this is where probably I'm located, please give me business. Actually, looking at BBB, it is not an elevator pitch. It is like an elevator pitch, yes. There's a difference between exactly being elevator pitch and being like elevator pitch. And this is the most effective communication time. This is the most effective communication time you are getting in terms of how do you communicate. What are you speaking about your product? How you are going to represent it? You only have those 30 seconds to convince people about how your presentation will go. Now, most of the time, it is in that moment when 30 seconds, when the MC calls out for 30 seconds, we start thinking, what should I say today? Because I'm sure what is my name. I'm sure about what business name I have, and probably I'm kind of sure what business I'm into. But rest of us, it all made up in that past 2 minutes, 3 minutes kind of a thing. When you do that, the outcome obviously will not have quality. You cannot impress anyone. This is something that, very famously I learned from Professor Ramaswamy, the founder of IIM. He said, Kiran, you know what? The sales is more like a proposal. We are selling ourselves every day. Even the day you go to a girl and you propose to her, actually you are selling yourself. And think about the time of effort you would have put in to do the sale. The amount of nurturing you would do for yourself. You are well dressed, your vocabulary, what you are carrying, how you are presenting yourself, everything matters. Now, this is for one person. Think about, you are selling it out, you have 40%. You want them to be your partners. You want them to go out and represent you. What is the strength of your communication should be? It has to be like a pure commercial ad. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be full of facts, but it has to have that energy to make people come back and connect with you, and then they connect you to their network. So what does the components consist of? your name and business name, product and service or service you represent, your success story. This is something we miss most of the time. When you say I'm into so and so, please give me business. Why should anyone give us business? If I say I'm into digital marketing, please give me business, no one will give me. But when I say last week I helped a customer to scale his grow from 30,000 rupees per day to 80,000 rupees per day, the chances are much higher. And this has to be a fact. It can't be a hyped marketing line. This has to be a fact. I'm sure almost every one of you are very capable. You have fantastic case studies. You have fantastic customer experiences and feedback. Bring that onto the table. That is what makes people convert. And then speak about the business industry vertical, at least you speak about. In fact, if you are more specific, it's always good. That kind of customers we have worked with in past 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, 10 days, 1 year. But at least speak about these are the kind of customer verticals we work with. So if I have a common customer vertical, I can connect with you. We see more opportunities there. And then you have conclusion. So conclusion is something very interesting. So I'll take it to the last of probably after the 3-4 slides. But that's a very interesting topic which I would like to discuss. Any questions still here? Can I move on? So as I was saying, the middle two areas, the product and services, your success story is the one which can trigger a mild buy button in the people who are around you. Connect, because I see a value in this person. Yes, out of 40 members or 50 members in your chapter, everyone may not connect with you, but you will find at least 10 to 20% generally somewhere they are able to connect with you if you are able to connect rightly. So what is the objective finally when you do 30 seconds? What is the goal? Your introduction should lead to building the curiosity and generate inquiries or a lead. The whole objective and purpose is that if you are not able to achieve consistently on this, you will have to go back and probably practice and learn how to do this. Spend sufficient time. Sit with the people in your chapter who are doing very good 30 seconds presentation. Sit with your MC, sit with your chapter mentor. Discuss in your CCT teams how you can improvise it. This is one thing which usually makes or breaks the deal for you. Today in ad industry, we all do that. How many of you really watch an ad for 5 or 10 seconds and then say, okay, I can watch this? No, within 2 seconds, we have decided, yes, I'm interested, I'm not interested. Same thing happens when people are sitting around and listening to my 30 seconds. You have a very, very minimal focus time. Very minimal focus time. The first 5 seconds, if you are not able to grasp, if you're not able to gain the attention, you have lost that slot. So here I have 3 different ways of doing a 30 seconds presentation. I want to know how many of you would probably go for the first kind of, or would really prefer to go for a first kind of a 30 seconds presentation. How many of you would go for the first, people who want to do, who would do first presentation, first kind of a 30 seconds presentation, please type F. I see a second already being opted for. Dr. Bharat Narendra says, Dr. Sandhya is studying. Definitely, I would probably to connect with her and learn that. The third. Great. So most of them are opting for the third option, right? But how often we all see that the 30 seconds ends up being the first thing, right? Now the second one, the second option. Here, which one would you prefer? This is more of a civil contractor. So how would you prefer to pitch? How would you prefer to pitch?
Third.
Third, right? Great. Again, one more, the final one. This was a corporate gifting. So as you see, every business can be represented in that communication time in the 30 seconds in 3 different ways or probably 30 different ways. But if you look at the third option, what I have put there, it has more value for members than me trying to speak something more about myself or my product. When you add a value to people, the chances of getting business becomes much higher. Now, if you remember the 5 steps I spoke about, I said the 30 seconds pitch conclusion, how it should be. I have 3 options here. You end saying, give me business, please refer business, contact me for more information, connect me to your friends and family. The second option, you say, we helped our customers, just read out a customer testimonial, and you say, we are also referred by our customers, or just say we are rated 5-star on our social media. Or you extend and be more generous, saying that we did a fantastic work for the client, we are meeting the client again, we invite you for a joint call, or we can refer you to our new customers. Where do you think you will have a better connectivity in terms of your members, people would want to connect with you post meeting? What kind of probably sentence would make that happen? Someone says all 3. No, the third one. Third, yes. 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 Fantastic. So this comes to one point here where I always say this. We all speak about this, right? In our meetings, we use this word, what goes around comes around. So when we all start giving, what is going around? The giving. So what happens? The more comes back to us. Yes, second one is an option, provided you don't have a customer for a long time, or if you are probably a newbie sometimes. So that helps in building the confidence in members, but you would have had past members, relatives. So try to find opportunities for your people to build that reputation, make your communication in such a way that there's an emotional trigger for them to reciprocate. You would have seen the CSR activities. A lot of companies, they run this CSR activities on the mobile and laptops. You would see generally this kind of ads which have an emotional connect, right? They create a complete advertorial in terms of a video. Here we can't do that. But when I say that, I can connect you, I'm building that emotional connect with them. I'm building that empathy with them. And that builds a strong chapter. A strong chapter will create more business opportunities for each other. And then comes the DVP, the other part of it. So here it's a bit different. You have 7 to 8 minutes based on chapter sizes sometimes. So you speak about a business name, use of your product and service. Please take screenshot of this. Follow this method is what I would suggest very strongly. Have not more than 8 to 9 slides. Have not more than 8 to 9 slides. Your business name, use of your product or service. Tell them where it is used. Put an image of the product. Tell this is where we use it. And then your case study. Don't put 20 case studies. Don't put 20 testimonials. Even though the screen is large, if you put all 5-6 testimonials in one slide, people can't read it and it looks cluttered. If you make 10 slides out of it, there'll be no time. Maximum 3 testimonials, 1 or 2 case studies, or 1 case study, 1 testimonial, latest, updated, and give a link. Especially, I suggest to everyone to use LinkedIn, Facebook reviews, Google reviews to see that your customers give you reviews there, and share that link with the members. It should be a part of your profile by default. And your present clientele list. So when you say I can refer you to, you don't have to say that. You can verbally say that. You don't have a heading. You don't need a heading there. I can refer you to. You can say these are the clienteles I work with and I'll be happy to connect you to them. And then you mention your potential customer base. That's where you type in the industry verticals. We work with hospitals like so and so. We work with probably military setting, establishments, government establishments, manufacturers. So people will be able to connect faster. And yes, if you are specific, you can always ask it in your 30 seconds, or I would suggest do it in your WhatsApp groups and CCT groups. If you are very, very specific, only then ask. Say that I'm looking to connect with so and so person. If not, do not ask very, very randomly. It looks very abrupt and very unprofessional. And finally, your competitive advantage, your USP. That is what makes a lot of difference. There are a lot of times where, we come to know about a requirement. Let us say I have a friend who was probably trying to get an AC fixed and he has already spoken to a couple of people. And then I come to know about it. If I'm referring my friend in my chapter saying that, there's someone who requires an AC. And if I'm telling my friend that, I have someone who knows, who can help you with the AC, the USP is the factor. That's a game changer. Identify your USP. Make sure you mention on every 30 seconds, 8 BPP, and post it in your group, WhatsApp group, official WhatsApp group at the, as many times as possible. As I told you, doing it on continuously is very, very important. Consistency matters a lot. So DBP, there are 3 primary things I would suggest as a good practice. Keep DBP handy and relevant. Keep DBP handy and relevant. When I say handy, what does it mean? A lot of times your DBP coordinator needs to call you, follow up with you. The MC should announce 10 times. A lot of times members are not ready. When they get their opportunity, they skip it. Don't do that. That's your prime time. You own it. You own it. You have the authority on this 8 minutes. When you get it, don't miss it. What usually the networking forums, what I have seen, says, if you have a good DBP and if you execute it well, at least in a room of 50 people, you have chances of converting around 8 to 9 people. You're going to generate 8 to 9 leads in general. If your DBP is good, of course, it may not be common for all the industry verticals. There may be some verticals which probably not get day in, day out kind of a thing. Some may go probably 30, 40 also. But in general, you can look at 8 to 9 leads. So never miss that. In fact, the best practice, in fact, if there are MCs around here, I'm sure there are a lot of MCs here. I would suggest the best practice is make sure that you have a complete set of DBPs of all your members. Keep a repository of all the DBPs. When a new member comes in, first 15 days when you're mentoring him, make sure his DBP is already there. Because the DBP is something which can circulate for his customers also. A DBP is something which speaks about his business. His introduction should happen through DBP actually, not the WhatsApp message. If I'm supposed to connect to someone, it should be easy for me to just forward their DBP and say that, this is the person and my client knows exactly whom he's talking to. That increases the chances of conversion. And when you are doing the presentation, DBP, please do it in PPT format. Do not do it in PDF. PDF is for sharing with your members. PPT is for presentation. And use balanced design aspect. Few text and few images is not a standard thing. There are areas where probably the ratio may vary. And do not have so much of text that you are actually reading out from the PPT itself. Never do that. The moment you start doing that, you lose the connect with the people. You are the boss of your industry. You are the master of your industry. No one can beat you in that room. Put an image, put the heading. The PPT primarily is more for you to give a direction. And then highlight a couple of things. People should be able to come back to you and say, you know what, I saw this. It's beautiful. Can I know more about it? Use it as a lead generator or a conversation creator. Any questions till now? So generally, in the outer world there, they call it as KISS, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. I would try to call it as KISSI because I believe we Brahmins are intelligent. So it's called KISI. Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Yes, Dr. Bharat. Avoid industry specific words, jargons and other things. Please totally avoid it. People are not here to understand your industry vocabulary. They are here to understand your business. The more simpler, try to explain. I always see this. In fact, today, there's a small hack I will tell you. Go to ChatGPT, say, I want to communicate in the language of, as if I'm talking to a 5-year, 8-year-old kid. It will simplify it to the core and give it to you. You improvise it. Don't come and copy and paste it. You improvise it. Okay? It's only some tool to use to avoid the writer's block. That's not the solution. But please make sure that it is as simple as easy, and easy to communicate. Use easy languages. Have a good design. In fact, one of the things what we always speak among ad agency or advertising industry is, if you are sending out a communication, it should be so self-explanatory that you, even though if you're not there, let us say if I'm not here presenting this, if you are just running the slideshow, people should be able to still understand what I mean. My slides should be still be able to explain what actually I mean. The detailing can happen later, but still you should be able to do that. So this is my favorite part, how I see BBB as and how you become resourceful. BBB is a resource. As you all saw that BBB is your platform. It's a tool or it's a set of tools what BBB gives you. And you are the person who has to make it resourceful. How do you do that? Attend bi-weekly networking meeting participation. Again, consistency is very important. Look, we are all into business. And trust me, this is something again what Professor Ramaswamy told. He said, Kiran, focus only on 2 things. And this was the time where I was going through a lot of challenges with my marketing team. I had a marketing team of around, I think, 17 people in my ad agency. And had someone, one of my executive assistant managing my accounts. And I had a lot of trouble. We were doing a lot of projects, a lot of orders, and we were going through losses. We were taking projects which was not making profits. We were billing like randomly. And he said one thing, Kiran, as a business owner, maybe you started because you're technically strong. I was, because I was a graphic designer, I was a 3D animator. So I started my advertising agency because of that. You are technically strong, but your focus has to be marketing. You know what kind of customers can give you money. Your focus is marketing and your focus is cash flow, billing. These two are something what as a business owner should focus upon. Just a quick thing about it. There are 4 pillars for your business. What are that? Marketing, sales, delivery, cash flow. These are the 4 for small business owners, single business owners. These are the 4. There are another so many components, but I'm not interested in any of it right now. If you focus on this 4, if you get all this 4 equally running for you, you will have a much better control on your business and your life both. So bi-weekly networking meeting participation is important, which means marketing continuously. Every 15 days, you are there spending 3 hours, particularly for your business marketing. 30 seconds brief business presentation is your performance. It speaks how well you are performing. Be prepared, come prepared. Do not come and sit in the meeting, because there are you have to do 2 things. Okay, one, you are losing your 30 seconds capability, which could have been very, very strong. You lost that opportunity of making it really strong and generating inquiry. 2, when the other members, your friends, your brothers out there are doing their 30 seconds, your mind is elsewhere. Technically, we are disrespecting them, right? If you are doing your 30 seconds, I am sitting down and writing my 30 seconds. I'm also probably not able to provide the opportunity. I'm not able to contribute back because I don't know what he spoke. Your attention is much needed in that 1.5 hour, especially. Detailed business presentation, the pitch is very important again. 2 things, keep the pitch ready, on hand, any moment, any second. 2, the moment you finish your presentation, share it with your group. Share the PDF file with your group. In fact, I would suggest go ahead, have a flyer also and share it with the group, so that the group, because since they have understood your business better, they can use it as their status message for a day. Build these things as a practice for your marketing. The sales will automatically increase. And finally, open networking. Open networking is a beautiful thing. You need to percolate. You need to get into every single individual out there, understand them, connect with them, feel that bonding. The business will start happening for you. If you do not connect at a personal level, it may come in. I'm not saying, I wouldn't say that BBB will still give you business, but probably you would receive 2 businesses out of probably every 3 months, where you could have achieved 20 businesses. 2 against 20 is what the equation will be. For all this, communication holds the key. You see that, right? Your participation is full of communication, performance is communication, pitch is communication, percolate is communication. And for that, there's a measure. You can measure how well your communication went on. If you look back in the past 30 days, it has to be there in your calendar. It has to be there on your system, where you say, okay, number of KYTs I generated. Yes, please update in Beehive. But more than Beehive, this is more important for you, because this will tell you how well you are performing. It's not about how well your chapter is performing. It is not well how BBB is performing. This is how well you are using the resources. How well you are able to utilize the resource. It's more like your journey. If I'm not getting mileage, the problem is with my driving first, probably. Mileage is because I'm running the vehicle on a first gear. I'm not going on the fourth gear, 3rd gear. I'm not shifting as in it is required. Number of KYT generated, number of influencers you created. Focus on this area. Of course, usually they say don't sell to the room. Without selling to room, probably sometimes you can't create the influencers, because they would want to experience, especially things like FMCG products, the food, especially in a lot of chapters we have people are selling various kind of food items. So yes, but focus on generating influencers. The moment influencers are playing their role, automatically your product is good and you're doing good communication. Number of opportunities generated for yourself and number of filters converted. All this continuously speak about how well you are doing, measure it. Business is all about measuring and knowing where you are heading. And then here are the 3 open secrets, which I usually love to speak about. Communication is fuel, and find your right acceleration. Just because, I've been saying that communicate, don't start bombarding your WhatsApp groups with 100 messages. Don't do one event and send 40, 50 images. 1 or 2 good images with appropriate message connecting what it is, why it is, matters a lot. When someone in your someone of your member or MC or from the BBB headquarters itself, there is a message, please respond to it, reciprocate to it. Nowadays, you can just tag it and put an emoji saying that, yes, you acknowledged it. Please do that. That's very, very important in communication. I'm sure that it's not a difficult task at all. Please do that. Keep your communication simple, friendly, and generous. So simple and friendly, you understand what is generous. If there is a question, whenever you are in the chapter, when you are doing open networking, when you are meeting people, go with the objective of giving, not taking, not asking. Not asking. Can I be very candid here? Okay. I'm being very, very candid. A lot of you know I work with elephants. Okay. Elephants are extremely wild animals. We they captivate them, and still we'll have to work with them sometimes and all. Same thing with mouse also. And unfortunately, mouse are more wilder than elephants sometimes. But to build a good bonding and relationship with them, we never go, at least I never go and ask or tell him, you know what, you should do this, you should do this. I never tell him, you know what, come here, take this chain off and do this. The first thing I do is I go with the jackfruit, banana, couple of books. I go with the giving mindset. Okay. The amygdala in your brain always looks at, am I getting something from there so that I can reciprocate? It's not even subconscious, unconscious brain. I call amygdala as an unconscious brain is always saying that, okay, am I getting there something? When I get something from there, I believe that this person is something whom I can trust. That is where contribute first, so that acceleration of trust happens. When you contribute, automatically the trust grows. For a lot of members who have been saying that, you know, I joined for 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, I have not received anything. Please do one thing, open your phone book, open your beehive, see which member you can connect to whom. At least if I can see if there's an opportunity, start doing that. I'm sure in next one month, 1.5 months, you'll start seeing that people will start looking for opportunities for you again. They'll start reciprocating. You know, irrelevant if they want or not, this is pure science. We are all wired to reciprocate, and we will reciprocate. So finally, your objective defines outcome. BBB serves of both communication for entertainment versus communication for business. If you are coming for entertainment, you can have all the entertainment and go back, or you come for business and you can do all the business. Let us have a right balance. Yes, there's a lot of bonding, relationship, love, affection among us. Let us have fun. But to have that fun, the business should do well. Only when we take a lot of money back home, we can also have party. So let us all focus on business first, and probably the entertainment as a secondary part of it. Thank you so much. I'm open for questions if there is any, if you have time, moreover.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Kiranji. Thank you for that wonderful session. Any questions, anyone?
I think the two presentations drew no questions, but there was a lot of participation during the sessions.
Exactly, exactly, sir. Yes.
Probably it was too clear. Don't make it too clear, guys.
That's what
Give some
exactly
chance for people to ask questions.
Next time
No
I'll come with a
questions.
puzzle. I'll come with a puzzle.
No questions happen in two situations. One's when nothing is understood, or the other option when everything is understood. So I think this is the second situation where everyone has understood everything. That was a very clear-cut and straight to the point presentation from both Excel Venkatji and Kiran Chandrasekharji. The skill set and mindset, that was anchoring point. Growth and communication. These are the two major takeaways that we should go back and work upon, right? The growth mindset and the skills required for growth. The mindset of good communication, which can help us grow, is something very important. Thank you, Kiranji, and thank you, Excel Venkatji, for that wonderful presentation. Any questions, anything related to communication and growth? Of course, we can, communicate personally with Kiranji and Venkatji. They will be more than happy to support us. Another wonderful session. Thank you so much, speakers. Now, moving ahead, another important session is where we recognize the achievements, the growth, and the wonderful results of their communication that has happened within BBB. So the L&D team, with the support of regional directors and chapter directors, have chosen excellent performers, achievers for the month of July from different regions. So we have a list of 5 members who have achieved beautiful, and they have contributed a lot for their personal growth and the growth of the chapter and the members in their chapter. So it's time to recognize and acknowledge their contribution. We start with Mysore region. So for Mysore region, we have Sharath Kaushikji from Saramvi chapter. He has been providing a lot for the chapter members. He has contributed a lot of referrals, a lot of connections for the chapters. He has given a lot. And the best, highest business given is also backed by him. He has given a business of 1 crore, 10 lakhs and 89,000 for the month of July. So Sharath Kaushikji, if he is here, if you're there, thank you for your contribution for the growth of the chapter and the business given. Thank you, Sharathji. And in that order, the next person to be recognized and acknowledged is the highest business giver, Mr. Navneet Joshiji from CV Raman chapter. He has also contributed a lot, and he has given a business of 1 crore 49 lakhs for the members of chapters and across. And then Sheshagiriji, who is also another business giver, 2.25 crores. And then from Chennai, Dr. Bharat, for his wonderful contribution from Bharati chapter. Thank you, Bharatji, for your contribution. And then from West Tamil Nadu, Chris Saurirajan, Ramanuja chapter from Trichy. He got a lot of visitors for the growth of the chapter. Out of 24 visitors, he was successful in inducting 8 members for the chapter's growth. And 8 of them are getting good business through this chapter. Thank you for that, Krish Soundarajanji. And then we are expecting for the member to be acknowledged from Hyderabad. Soon in the next meeting, we will be doing that too. So this is a wonderful opportunity to learn and grow from these achievers. And soon in next meeting, we can be the same person. So let us strive to work ahead.
Can we allow them to speak in case they are there in the meeting?
Exactly, sir. Yes, if anyone, out of these achievers are there available, kindly just put on your mic and the platform is yours.
I can see Krish Saurirajan there.
Yes, Krish Saurirajanji. Navneet Joshiji is also here, I think. So let us start with Navneetji.
Good morning, all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity provided here. First and foremost, I would like to thank the excellent presenters, Kiran sir and Venkat sir. It was an excellent presentation. Thank you very much. I got a lot of learning. At the same time, the whole thing in terms of the achievement, whatever had happened, all thanks to our LT team, because they had just made one, the KYT know your, how do you build a relationship? That was what Venkat sir had spoken about it, and even Kiran spoke about it. The presentation, what was made by our member Ravi, when he said about loans and all, how do you create and what opportunity that, and the KYT, what I did, in fact, that mattered the most when I learned about him. And the more I learned about him in terms of how can I connect to people, to other person outside, and that's where I was able to connect. So I would say that that is the result of what I could give, that generate the business to them. As a part of it, I would say I'm into the business of car service. So we are in the business for the last 17 years. I'm a Maruti authorized service station and a multi-brand car service station in Vidyaranipura. So we do all kinds of services of cars. At the same time, I would take this opportunity to promote myself, and any of your members or any of your friends, relatives, anybody here around in Bangalore, we have a pickup and drop service as well. So we could do all that. And most important, I would say again, KYTs, I have done almost about, in our team, I have done almost 30, 35 members. I've already spoken to them in person. So that is the secret of generating a good amount of revenue to other members as well. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Navneet ji. Let's switch over to Krish Soundaran ji. He's there.
Namaskaram to everyone. I am
Namaste.
Krish Rajan. My company name is Bharat Business. We are doing air conditioner sales and service here in Trichy, Srirangam. The last meeting, Mega Visitors Day, I taken over around 8 visitors, potential visitors. This is because I have a passion and we have a passion towards BBB and we have a motivation toward our business. Then it is easy to introduce our friends and towards BBB. This is the secret. And networking is very useful to everyone because it's creating first initially it's a friendship. Then we have a trusted product with a competitive price and promote each one of us. This is the strength of our network. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. And especially Ramki sir also. Thanks, our MC team.
Thank you so much. Anyone else out of the achievers, if you are there available?
I think Dr. Bharat is there. Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Bharatji, your time.
Namaskar. Hari Om. Shri Guru Namaha. Om Dhanvantari Namaha. I am Dr. S. Bharat Narendra. I am an Ayurveda doctor based in Chennai. We have 2 clinics in Chennai, Tinagar and Maripakam. Basically, I think I've been recognized because of the opportunities that I have given to the other members. We give because we can get, is what some people think. But when I came to this forum, people always told me that you keep giving, you keep getting it. And that's very true. You always have to attend meetings from the point of view of from the mindset giving. The first thing that you will do is you will start doing good KYTs and start understanding people and how you can give to them, and then find the right BBB partner. Multiple people will be available. You can find the right partner to give the business to. It can be a business to ourselves, for ourselves or for others, but you might choose them based on the KYTs that you do. And then you can always compare quotes with people even outside BBB. You should do that. Money does not come very easily. And our BBB members have always backed the contract whenever I wanted to give it to them, even after comparing quotes. And then use this KYTs and the knowledge that you get from them, and then do a follow-up. Whenever you have done a business with them, for example, for a CCTV or for a painting, or for a computer job, or for buying a phone, or for anything for that matter of fact, I always approach BBB members first and use your experience to follow it up with other people where you want to refer our BBB members to others. And then when you refer further, you refer generously, use your social media to refer your own members. For example, Girish had 1 or 2 opportunities from the post I put in my Facebook. Thanks to that. And then once you keep referring generously, they will start referring you. What happened was in the last 2 years, I think I've had about 157 transaction notes, but I've given 84 opportunities. And I've done 78 KYTs, and I've given a business of about 31 lakhs to people. And I've received a lot also. And how much I've received, if you see the 157 transaction notes, it's like almost every 5th day, I receive 1 opportunity, which is converted into business. And that is because of the power of BBB and the power and the mindset to give. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bharatji. It's time to wrap up the whole session. So for a closure and for a thank you note, I request Ramki ji to take over. Yes, Ramki ji, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you so much. First, we have a lot in thank you for taking us through this training.
Ramki, your voice is breaking. Ramki, your voice is breaking.
Are you able to hear me now?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Just want to thank, first of all, Arvind for his taking us through this first online session of Marga. I hope, despite the initial technical glitches, that we had a wonderful session. You will all agree. Both the speakers came through very well with their points and made it stick. They really engaged the audience and gave us some really serious thinking to do. You know, as I say, this networking stuff seems to be easy. Everyone thinks that they know everything, but it is through these repeat sessions that we apply ourselves. Will we ever be able to apply it in practice and get business for ourselves? This session was actually coordinated by the Mysore region, and it was anchored by the training coordinator Asha, and Vadiraj, our senior trainer, was at the back of it. And we had our trainers who had attended the online training orientation program at Bangalore. Every online session from now on that comes in every month will have speakers who are a part of the orientation session. That is up to December. We will have one more session where we will be increasing our trainer pool through another orientation. We have had a fantastic response to being trainers in this particular endeavor. And these online trainers will go on to become in-person trainers as well from the coming year. So thank you to everyone who made this effort. Thanks to the L&D trainers team for holding the program and conducting this particular program. The executive committee, which gave the approval for the L&D team for the complete year, as well as all the participants, the members who came in and made this session a grand success, a great opening for many more such energetic sessions to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ramkiji. Thank you for that wonderful closure. Thank you, speakers. Thank you, all the members. You know, it is not easy to be patient when glitches happen, but you all have shown your wonderful cooperation right in the beginning. Thank you for that. Let us all, I'm seeing the chat box, everyone is, typing a thank you message. And of course, few have asked for such sessions again and again. As Ramkiji said, we will be continuing with such sessions every month. Thank you all for your cooperation. Thank you for participation. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. See you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. See you all.
Guys, thanks a lot. Bye. See you all.
Thank you. See you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Karan. Superb, nice presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Kiran, and thank you, Excel Venkat. It was good. Awesome session. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.